All right, adventurers, today I'm living out a bit of a dream as a self-confessed Lord of the Rings fan. We're stepping into Hobbiton for the evening banquet tour in New Zealand, where the hills are green, the lanterns are lit, and the feast is worthy of the most legendary adventurers out there in one of the world's most unique and picturesque settings. So if you're ready to trade mountain trails for Hobbiton's hidden paths and experience a whole new kind of adventure, stick with me, because even the most hardcore adventurer deserves an epic feast at the end of the day. Let's go! Today I'm adding a must-see destination to your New Zealand itinerary, and as a hiking enthusiast who's tackled 4 of New Zealand's legendary great walks, trust me when I say this is worth adding to your trip. In a country of rugged trails, towering fjords, mountains, volcanoes, and coastal views, there's one place that combines adventure, culture, and a touch of fantasy. Welcome to Hobbiton! Now this isn't just for Lord of the Rings superfans like me, though you'll definitely appreciate it if you are. So whether you're here for the fantasy, the landscapes, or just an adventure that feels a little different, here are my 5 reasons why Hobbiton should be a must-see during your travels to this amazing country. Number 1, it's a must for Lord of the Rings fans. Let's start with the obvious. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, Hobbiton is as close as it gets to actually stepping into Middle-earth, and it's a fully immersive experience that transports you right into the world of Tolkien's imagination. One of the reasons I chose the evening banquet tour is that it gave us hours to experience the set. I mean, I'm talking hours. We have just arrived at the proper base of the Hobbiton movie set, and I'm having a total Lord of the Rings freak out. You know it's gonna be good when the guide that you get is shaped like a hobbit hole, and it shows you the setting, and it shows a map of the Shire and all the different places we're going to see and check out. I'm proper glassy-eyed and completely freaking out and starving and ready to feast like a hobbit. Are you hungry? It felt like being a kid at Disneyland. There is nothing more magical than taking those first few steps on the path that opens up to the world of the Shire. You see hobbit holes scattered through the landscapes and the iconic Bag End with its towering tree off in the distance. You literally feel like you've stepped into their world. I first have to talk about the hobbit holes. They are tucked throughout this entire landscape, and each one is so unique. Colorful doors from yellow to blue to red with its own flair, gardens bursting with flowers. You literally feel like Bilbo Baggins could step out at any moment from Bag End, ready for the next unexpected adventure. And then of course there's the Green Dragon Inn, where you can actually go inside, grab a ginger beer and sit by the fire, making you feel like you actually live in the Shire, whether you're here for a quick pint or the full evening banquet. But one of the true highlights is the party tree. This spot is legendary in the Shire. It's where hobbits gather to celebrate under this canopy of lanterns. And the best part is you can get your own turn dancing under it, and it's impossible not to feel the charm of this place. And behold, one of the most iconic parts of the Hobbiton set, the party tree, where Bilbo Baggins infamously had his 111th birthday before he disappeared and putting on the One Ring. Behold the vastness of it, it's amazing. For fans like me, it brings all of these epic movie moments to real life. Number 2, immerse yourself in fantasy film culture. The magic of Hobbiton goes just beyond Lord of the Rings. It's a reflection of New Zealand's place as this hub for fantasy and adventure film. New Zealand is actually one of the go-to filming locations for movies that need landscapes that look otherworldly but also real. Vast mountains, lush valleys, dramatic coastlines and fjords that practically demand to be seen on the big screen. Now, unlike most movie sets, Hobbiton was built to be a living part of the landscape, blending right into the North Island's rolling green hills. This isn't a studio lot or a theme park. It's an actual village where every little detail is crafted to make it feel timeless and authentic. From the hobbit holes to the cobblestone paths that look like they've been here forever, and that is exactly how it was designed. You're a part of a real-life movie set that's become a permanent part of the landscape. And one of my most favorite memories from this experience was when my husband and I got to literally step out of the hobbit hole into the Shire.
Oh dear, look at how beautiful of a morning it is in Hobbiton.
Oh, I love it here.
Let's go make a pocket cake.
Number 3, the pure essence of the North Island. The North Island of New Zealand has its own kind of magic, a softer, more pastoral beauty that feels worlds apart from the rugged drama of the South. While the South Island brings you these jagged peaks and wild coastlines, the North is all about rolling green hills, gentle slopes, and flocks of sheep that outnumber people tenfold. And Hobbiton is right at the heart of it. Located in the charming town of 𝗏𝗏, under 2 hours away from Auckland Airport, it's a slice of the North Island that shows off its most charming qualities in one perfect setting. You're tapping into a slower rhythm, a world that almost feels preserved in time. Number 4, it's more than a quick tour. Here's the thing about the evening banquet tour in Hobbiton. It's not one of those snap a photo and go stops. This tour is immersive. We were literally here for 5 hours, starting in afternoon light, and by the end, we were carrying lanterns walking through the magical nighttime world of this place. Hobbiton is magic down to the tiniest of details. It's an entire world brought to life, like generations of hobbits have walked these paths before you. And I have to also mention the mill. It is a working water mill complete with a turning wheel, settled on a bubbling stream that feels like it's always been there. And of course, the Green Dragon Inn, which is as authentic as it gets. From the dark wooden beams and roaring fireplace, to the mugs and pitchers that make you feel like a true hobbit as you sip your 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗓 ale. Number 5, I'm saving the best for last. The most epic part of this tour is you get to eat like a hobbit. After a full afternoon exploring Hobbiton, there's nothing quite like the moment you step into the Green Dragon and see the banquet table laid out before you. We're talking about a spread that would put Thanksgiving to shame, an absolute feast of roasted meats, fresh baked bread, steaming vegetables, and of course, plenty of desserts that look like they've been whipped up by Hobbit chefs themselves. So make sure you come very hungry. It's literally like someone asked, what would a Hobbit eat if they were throwing the ultimate party, and then made that dream into a reality. You grab a seat at the long rustic table, surrounded by fellow travelers who are just as excited to dive in. The only thing you have to worry about is making room for the next plate. Now, if you're an American or Canadian visiting New Zealand, especially around the holidays, the Hobbiton Evening Banquet Tour is a fantastic way to bring a little taste of home to the Southern Hemisphere. We did this as a way to celebrate Thanksgiving, and while we didn't feel homesick while exploring the country, we did crave a little taste of home and tradition. So think of it as Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, Hobbit style. And if you're a New Zealander hosting friends from the Northern Hemisphere, this feast is an unforgettable way to give your loved ones coming from afar that same festive, welcoming vibe we associate with the holidays. It wraps up the whole Hobbiton experience with this giant cozy bow. You leave the Green Dragon Inn with a full belly and a new appreciation for Hobbit hospitality, because when Hobbits feast, they go all out, and you'll definitely be ready to declare this as one of the most memorable dinners of your life. This is what I call a proper ending to an epic adventure. And if you're ready to add this unforgettable adventure to your own travel plans, I've included links below to the evening banquet tour and other options so you can start planning your own journey through Hobbiton. Whether you're a Lord of the Rings fan or simply looking for a one-of-a-kind experience, wandering through the Shire's rolling green hills and feasting like a hobbit in the Green Dragon Inn makes Hobbiton a must-do on your itinerary to experience the charm, warmth, and magic of New Zealand's North Island. And here's to the memories that wait for you in the Shire and one of my most favorite countries on earth. I'll see you on the next adventure. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's episode. Take a second and like this video, then subscribe to Explore This so you can get notified on when the next episodes come out, where we're going to be seeking adventure, tasting the world, and discovering everything. So excited to have you with me. I'm your host, Ahana, and I will see you next time.